Cause people always
the
let
battle
me
for God.
down.
Yeah. If he has started the battle, God for liver.
Yeah.
So yeah, fight the go. Should be like fight.
Absolutely.
Let's see if you can save yourself. Wow, this is. I don't tap one today. Joseph, Yusuf.
I've been waiting.
Wow.
I've been hurting.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Cause I've been falling.
All right, you welcome back to the next segment of our program on Armed Forces Radio 107.7 FM. We're going to continue with the next segment. We're talking about the family matters. We have concluded the discussion on the responsibilities of the husband and the responsibilities of the wife. But then it's important for us to begin to analyze some of the habits that we have formed over the years. Some of them are connecting habits, and some of them are deadly habits. You know, sometimes we say our marriages have problems. We didn't know, we didn't realize that we created a problem. No marriage is meant to have problems. Human beings create the problems in marriage, either the husband or the wife, or the two of them, they're not getting it right. So now let's start with the caring habits that we need to have in our marital experience. Marriage should be enjoyed. Let me repeat this for emphasis. Marriage should be enjoyed. It shouldn't be managed. It should serve for marriage. I mean, it should be an experience that you should look forward to. If you are not married, you should look forward to getting married in order that you might enjoy the privileges or the taste of a happy married life. Marriage should not be a place of sorrow. So there are some of these habits that when we try to practice them, you know, I mentioned this in a previous episode. Some of the things that are in line with the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we should do in our homes. Remember that we mentioned togetherness in marriage. We mentioned eating together. That husband and wife should eat together. And I said, you know, in my own assessment, it is not right. I know some men protested. I don't know if our callers want to protest again today, but I hope that we will agree with me that eating together, husband and wife eating together, is more rewarding than a man eating like a chairman in the house. Your wife comes to serve you and she disappears and goes away, and now you now eat alone, and your wife is just staying somewhere and you finish the food. Then she knows that chairman don't finish food. She comes back and packs the plate. Man, that's not the right way to do. The right way, in line with the sunnah, is you eat together. And the Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may the peace and blessings of the Almighty be upon him, that the best charity a man can give in a day is that bite of chocolate, bite of candy, or the piece of meat or whatever from your hand to her mouth. The best charity for the day. You might give 1 billion naira, 1 trillion naira, but from your own hand to the mouth of your wife, that's the best charity you can give on a regular basis. Eat together with your wife. It pays and it's the best. Why not if not? And feed your wife, let your wife feed you. Let us cultivate this habit of eating together as a family. It is not that I eat alone, you, my wife, go and eat with your children. No, she is your wife before she becomes mother of the children. So let's cultivate that culture. Eating together, sleeping together. You know, some brothers believe that the man used to have his own private room. The wife needs to have her own private room in order that they might have right to their privacy. Yes, that's good. There's no problem about it. But then the best place a man can be is in the arms of his wife. The best place a woman can be in the night is in the arms of her husband, except there are issues. I mean, can you imagine that you are sleeping in the night, maybe under the AC or it's cold, and you have someone to fold you up? I want you to think about this. You know, man, I want you to think about you, it's cold, and you have someone. How on earth will you fold on the pillow when your wife is there? You fold on the pillow when your husband is there. In the other room? No way. The best person that can fold you up is your wife or your husband. But if you choose the other one, no problem. So it's okay. You have a choice to make. That's your choice. You choose the pillow. I choose my wife, brother. You choose the pillow. You choose your husband. That's the best thing. You sleep together. You stroll together. Togetherness and strolling, walking up the street together. Hold your wife hand to hand. Someone say, oh, no, you can't hold your wife outside. Why can't you hold your wife outside? No, you can hold her. Hold down, put your hands on her shoulder and walk down the street, man. Take a walk. Go to the park. Sit out together. You know, strolling together is one of the things that we're encouraged to do as good husbands, right? And I want to encourage you, eating together, bathing together. Bathe together. Bathe with your wife. Have you ever imagined how you feel when your husband washes your body? As in, your husband tells you, let me scrub your back, scrub everywhere, and your wife tells you, let me scrub your back, scrub, how do you feel? Great, right? Exactly the feeling of bathing together. And of course, you pray together. You pray together. One of the best things you can do is when you wake up in the midnight and there you were, your wife and yourself, you pray together, you beg God Almighty together to direct you, guide your way, guide your children. Man, this is fantastic. And let us try to cultivate this habit. It's interesting and impressive. Let us try to cultivate it. I pray that Allah in His mercy will make it easy for you and myself to do at all times. And lastly, playing together. You see, I don't know, some men believe that when you are hard, the hard guy, that's the best thing to do. No, that's not the best thing to do. The best thing to do is to have time to play, to be fond of your wife, and your wife should be fond of you. Crack the jokes, make all the necessary, jokes and bantering and all those things with your wife, man. She's your partner, she's your friend, and that is the right thing to do. Play together as you pray together. Have time to play together and spank. Not spanking here, not beating. Just hit her and hit you and do the cat and rat and stuff like in the house, and that makes the home to be very, very lovely. So here we're talking about the caring habit that we could cultivate in the family. We're going to open the phone lines now as we continue with this caring habit. If you want to reach out to us, please call the studio line 070-7242-6258. I repeat, 070-7242-6258. We'll be waiting here to receive your call as you call in. So now, other habits that we can cultivate in the family that can make the family. Okay, we got a call already here. Hello, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you, sir? Shall we know you and where you're calling from, sir?
My name is Paul. I'm calling from Abuja.
You're welcome, sir.
I enjoy your preaching. Most of my brother, I wish you can listen to this. Very interesting.
Thank you very much, sir.
Like my friend yesterday, I was telling you, it's comfortable. They cannot work with you. No, they don't sleep together. You can sleep at the other place. And it's a new marriage.
Are you serious?
Honestly, that's not no one. This picture, I wish you consider the wrong with so that they will understand.
Okay.
It's quite interesting. I just sit here and continue giving you the reason. Please, do explain this so that our Muslim brother will understand the importance of marriage.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your call. Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Wow. I just heard something that is so amazing right now, that someone just newly married. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes. Shall we meet you and where you're calling from, please?
Yes, I'm calling you from Katsina, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm very happy with this program.
Thank you very much, sir. We
Because
appreciate it.
very soon I will be going to be waiting. I'm going to be married.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations in advance.
Okay, thank you.
Wish you well. Thank you very much for calling all the way from Katsina. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. You're welcome, sir. All right. Okay, we were still talking about the caring habit, and it's important for us to note that, especially this call, it's weird, Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Are you?
Yes, I found you.
We thank God, sir. Shall we meet you, sir, where you're calling from? You're welcome, sir. Yes, sir.
My head was really why do you stop me when I go to so I want to have ideas from you.
What's your question, sir?
I say I'm a married man, so our head was today, and I want to have some advice from you. Because when we are together, when I look at you, I say, go for you.
Your wife will pursue you?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Okay, thank you very much. Let me quickly answer that question. I hope your wife is listening. Thank you, sir. It's surprising when, like our brother asked, whenever he gets home and wants to get close to the wife to play with that and stuff like that, and the wife, tells her, go away, man. It's weird. But anyway, maybe there are issues that we need to resolve. There are issues I think that you and your wife need to resolve, and I think that is the need to encourage yourself to listen, to have some kind of active listening. You need to have a communication. Let's talk about it. You need to rub minds together. And I believe with this kind of listening, both parties will be able to open up to themselves and will be able to explain the gray areas, because there are actually some gray areas that needs to be explained and clarified. Ordinarily, it's almost unheard of that a husband wants to get home, maybe hug the wife, kiss the wife, and the wife says no. Number one, apparently, if there are no issues, I think the woman can open up if she discovers anything on the man. For example, the man might have body odor, or they might have smelly mouth, and so the wife can encourage the husband to go bathe and bathe properly. And your mouth is stinking, you need to go for dental, stuff like that, because actually nobody kisses a mouth that is smelly. Nobody kisses such a mouth that is smelly. So, and then if you have body odor, you can handle it, and there are good stuff out there that you can use to take care of your body if you have such a challenge. So apart from this, there are other issues that I think there is a need to establish a communication, to open up the communication line between you and madam, and then you live together, because like the caller rightly mentioned, it's painful to him that his wife will send him away. And I want to believe also that the woman, may not really want, sometimes somebody might do something that you don't really like to do. The conditions might prevail on her or him to take that decision. So we need to investigate what really happened and then get to the root cause of that. And then I believe that we will be able to address that issue. I pray for you, my brother, and your wife, that God Almighty will bless you and keep you closer and closer. Going forward, you want to still call the studio line is 070-7242-6258. I repeat, 070-7242-6258. All right, we continue with the other discussion of the caring habit. We need to encourage ourselves, speak to ourselves words of encouragement and appreciation. Whenever you have something good happen in the family, maybe your wife gets a promotion, or your husband gets a kind of upliftment, or just bought something new, tell your husband, oh, I'm proud of you. Or tell your wife, oh, darling, you made me proud. I'm so proud of you. I want to associate with you, and pray for that person. Such words of encouragement, you don't know how impactful it can be on the minds of either the husband or the wife, as the case may be. Now, speaking words of praises and encouragement will spur the other party on, will spur him or her on, and will want him or her to do even more than he or she had done previously. Now, keep in mind these are encouraging habits, so cultivate the habit of speaking good words to your partner. Cultivate the habit of encouraging your partner. Cultivate the habit of praising your partner. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Shall we meet you where you're calling from, sir?
Yes, sir. This is Tony from Madam,
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to ask question on concern family.
Please go ahead, sir.
Please, I beg, is it good for a woman to deny her husband sex or a man to deny her woman sex anytime the person needs it?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Your question is it right for a husband to deny the wife sex, or is it right for the wife to deny the husband sex? And the answer is this: both are not correct. Like I mentioned to the earlier caller, like except there are issues. If there are issues, I think we need to get around it and and discuss it. Frigidity in intimacy is not normal. Where someone is emotionally balanced, as in you can't be frigid, number one. Number two, where the man, because there are men, maybe some other time we'll talk about this intimacy issues. Some men don't know how to sleep with women. I'm sorry I'm saying this. Some men believe that sexual intimacy is just the stuff. No. Sexual intimacy is not with cohabitation only. He doesn't just get a woman like a dog and just do the stuff and just leave her. No, it's wrong. In fact, the Rasul Muhammad emphatically mentioned this, that you don't do this to your wife. You don't jump on your wife like like a dog jumps on another dog and just do the stuff and just leave her. No, there has to be the pre-sex engagement. Then there has to be the sexual activity. There has to be the post-sex engagement. These three are key, right? So maybe for a wife to deny the husband, maybe he doesn't know how to do it. And at the end of the day, because the woman feels that you're going to leave me frustrated, why would I allow you to do it in the first place? You're not going to meet my standard. So just leave me alone. Some women can protest that way. Hello, sir?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm Mary, additional from Kurudu.
You're welcome, ma'am.
The man that was talking about the wife pushing him away, there could be so many reasons, because somebody came to me and was asking me for advice. He said, number one, I am lying down and my husband wants sex. The husband will just, if I have even mentioned part of it, the man will just come, push her, turn her, and then and all that.
Oh, wow.
Push her head to the fucking him and that kind of thing. So she was asking me, is it right for the man to do that kind of thing? And that's number one. Number two, she said even she will even fix water for the man to take his bath. Just for her to mention, please go and take your bath. You must be very stupid. You are very, very stupid to say that to me.
Are you serious?
I am telling you, this is a live thing.
Oh my God.
And you know, for example, they are sitting in the lounge and she just carry her hand to touch my son. Leave me. What is that? Stop that. You don't need to eat this food. I will stand up from here. What are you touching me for? So that is it. So he doesn't even touch her. The only time there is a touch, and I don't know whether to call it touch or force, he just push, come on here, and then push her head down. Are you getting that?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So, and then when he likes to repeat his clothes, and she will carry these clothes and put in the water, then he will call them, where is my singlet? Who took the singlet I kept here and the boxers I kept? He said, but I'm soaked in it. Who sent you? Did I tell you to do that? Did I tell you to do that? So when you do this kind of thing to a woman, then, bro,
No lie. No way.
Look.
Oh, in fact, you just said it. You just said it all, madam. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you. And sometimes I still ask the question: do we still have such men out there? I mean, do we have such men on this planet Earth that will treat their women that just push her and just push her down, pin her down like a criminal? Yes, guy. Well, I don't try. Oh, hello.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, sir. My name is. Yes, I'm calling from Timothy.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So I just stopped your program. It's the same thing that I'm passing through my husband.
Oh my
The
God.
1960s, the past 2 years. Just recently, I decided to propose him to next year. You just come and see the day I keep there. It don't even touch me. I don't have any feeling for you. It's something time when I see him, I look at him and see he's just a female woman like me.
Oh my God.
Even his friend and even wondering why that for people.
Oh my
So I
God.
just our pastor had to organize marriage seminar. So I think I was able to attend. So So there are some things in forest, so I decided to continue my lecture. Even when I started allowing him to have things to do, I was asking him, why don't you come to me? He said because of the children. I think I do and this.
Hey, sorry. You can please call back. It's amazing what we are having here today. It's very, very amazing. And like I was asking the question, do we still have such men out there? I mean, I want the men to call. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, this is a regular for Serafina.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Wuse.
You're welcome,
My
ma'am.
workplace.
You're welcome, ma'am.
So what the woman said is, I had experience about
Oh my God.
which I ended up my marriage because of all this stuff.
Oh my God.
My husband is this kind of person that you don't even care how you feel. He don't care how you feel. Whenever he's in the mood, he will come and push you and do whatever
Are you serious?
and go.
Uh-uh.
Whenever I noticed that whenever I'm pregnant and I told him I'm pregnant, from that day I told him I'm pregnant, he will never touch me again until I'll put to bed.
Are you serious?
I am telling you this fact.
Uh-uh.
So if I go for antenatal, the doctor will be asking me, Mother, what is going on? What is happening? Your body is tight. If your husband not around, they'll say, is he not in Nigeria? I'll say, he's in Nigeria. Even to the extent that the doctor will come, will tell me to invite me to the hospital. He will tell me he's not going. I'll come to the house and tell him what the doctor said. He will say it's none of his business. My first daughter, I had a lot of, pain because of that. Some men are so happy.
God.
You understand?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I ended up the marriage. Now I'm free and I'm happy.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
in fact, I'm just happy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
happy.
Oh my
With
God.
that, sir.
Thank you very much, madam, for sharing this experience with us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. I mean, and you too, man. Thank you very much. I'm asking this question here, and I want guys to please, I want men to call, please. Somebody needs to help me here. Do we still have such men in the world? I mean, I don't understand this. I don't understand. Anyway, the point is this. I think we need to get back to the roots because we need to understand what the problem is. Men need to change their perspective of who their wives are. Hello, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, regarding this woman that was saying something about her husband.
Yes, sir.
You see, sometimes on the friendship, some people when they are having, there are some mental challenge that stop a male to not be having sex with a woman. Like you're saying that if she is pregnant, you will no longer have a sex on her until she is pregnant.
Yes.
I think that is what she said.
Yes, she said so.
So, first person, I wanted to ask her whether, like 80% of men, when person is not boy, is not financial, is not okay, he cannot be active in sex.
I don't understand. Excuse me, sir. What you said was that if someone is not financially okay, he cannot be active in bed.
Yeah, like this.
Can you correlate this to? Can you correlate it, please? Bring it together. Let's tie the string together, please.
Okay, sir. So I'm sure in this, she was angry and left the marriage. She didn't care to know what is the problem. Why is this?
No, sir. Excuse me. I don't want us to do the kind of blame shifting here. She knows why she left the marriage, maybe beyond what she said. But apparently, can we say that what the man did was right? When a woman is pregnant and he refused to sleep with the woman for 9 months, excuse me, is it right?
Yes, sir. But it didn't happen. He had to.
No. What I mean is, apparently, no. Let's leave the issue of the man and the woman now. Let's talk as a man. I'm happy you are a male. Your wife is pregnant.
Under normal circumstances, it's not supposed to be like that.
Fantastic. That's it. Under normal circumstance, it is not supposed to be like that. And I also, I think, let me quickly add something to this. And because you're a man, I need to push this conversation a bit further. Is it right for a man to just pin the wife down and just box her down and then just push her that way and then have sex with her that way like a dog? Is it fair enough to women? It's not fair enough. It's not fair enough. I thank you very much for calling. I'm sorry I'm cutting you short. I just want to make a point here that men need to be fair in training their wives. We don't treat women and objectify them. We don't objectify women. Our wives are our wives. They are human beings like us. We need to treat them and give them the respect they deserve. Now, if you are not ready, hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, it was my parents don't see, so I have to buy and continue what I was.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
In fact, even my husband, because I'm younger than him, I asked him, I said, why did you marry me? This is not satisfying me. When I start looking outside, now you start telling me that I'm looking outside. I have him inside saying, you cannot satisfy my feelings. What did you want me to do? I asked him, have I ever offended you? You've been quoting, mentioning, calling full mistake of me. Even with this, last week in night, I got the next week birthday. You'll be telling me. He said, Mommy, why did you say that? There is some letters to me. I even told her, don't let me start. Because you think that I'm the one telling them. So they see what you do. This is the only complaint. Even the school that just think that going to do that to me. Why did you marry me?
Your daughter was asking you. Your daughter was asking you, why did you marry the father?
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh.
Sometimes you are very retired from family. You travel, you will leave everything and you student. You need even give us some payment money. So now don't be managing with them. Give me your attention. You don't want to give me attention. Instead of you to be the one now, not where you stay in the street. Because you're better than me, far than me. But you be the one who don't want to work with me. There are good places there and forgiving them. Now things are, I don't think that God just say, I'm going to just give me the heart and then you can say to forgive me. But these things are so like this. I'm not sure that I can end up the marriage. I don't think it. Because I want to die in my silence.
Absolutely,
Most
absolutely.
sometimes they don't wake up and then they will see that I'm dead. They will not know what I'm fasting.
I'm so sorry.
Because she's 17 years, so I always tell her, sometimes you even see it, you ask me, Mommy, why? I will just say that I pray that God will not allow it to end up the way I end.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that, madam. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
I'm so happy. I don't know I think there is no radio. I don't follow my phone. Maybe in my phone, I just see that.
Thank you very much, madam. I really appreciate you. And I want to appeal to you for patience. And let's keep being prayerful. Hopefully your husband will change to become a better husband for you. Hopefully he will change. Thank you very much, madam. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your call. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. You see, I think the point is that we need to dedicate a particular session for us to discuss these issues on intimacy. And I've discovered from the sisters that I've called so far that a lot of men are getting things wrong, particularly on intimacy with their wives. And from my understanding now, I discover that many men, or some men, not many, I don't have the statistics yet, some men objectify their women and they believe as a husband they have the control and that the wife has to just obey. Hey, excuse me, are you trading a wood or a mortal being like yourself? I mean, we need to understand it and put a string together, because if you're dealing with a human being like yourself who has feelings like yourself, you need to respect that woman. You are God's creature, she is God's creature. You need to respect that which the creature that God Almighty has made. And don't make your wife to be frigid all by yourself, because you are not able to manipulate. Like I told you earlier, like I mentioned earlier, I didn't even know that many people are going through this kind of experience. That men need to understand the pre-sex activity, then the actual sexual activity, and the post-sex activity. Many men believe that, in the name of so-called Viagra or men thing, whatever, you want to be hard at all costs. Being hard is one thing, to do the right thing is another thing. Yes, you're hard, you want to just hit the woman at all costs, you're pinning her down, and hey, so the only time you touch her is when you have to have intimacy with her. Excuse me, men, It's not fair. We need to change our perspective of who our wives are. We need to change our perspectives of who our wives are in order that we might be able to live harmoniously with them. Our wives, like the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, they are our partners. They are our friends. They are our colleagues in the journey of life. We need to treat them well in order to have, this kind of a parity. And on the flip side, I want to mention, because a brother called, that the wife, each time he wants to get close to her, she pushes him away. That's not fair enough. To my sister who does that, please, I think it is better that we have a conversation around it. Invite your husband. Guy, I know they like what you do. Your mouth they smell. Tell husband. It's no crime. Tell him, darling, your mouth is smelly. Or you look for a way of telling him that if you don't want to tell him directly, of course, you don't tell me in the presence of the children or in the presence of anybody else. You and him, guy, go and brush your mouth. Or just tell him, go and brush your teeth. And of course, a good husband will get a code, man. You get it. Okay, you got it. Don't worry. I'm going to go brush my teeth and take care of it. Or your wife tells you, I think you are sweating. When your wife tells you are sweating, means you are smelly. Your body bringing some noxious smell. So you need to take care of this. I mean, when we treat ourselves as friends, husband and wife treat themselves as friends, they will listen. We need to, part of the thing that we need to, habit that we need to cultivate to connect with ourselves is good listening. Listenership. You need to give active listening. And when I say active listening, I mean attention. It is not that your wife is talking to you, you're having a conversation with her, and you're pressing your phone, you're looking at the TV, and she tells you, darling, I'm talking to you. Are they here now? Are they here? Now here, they take here. Are they hear you? That's not active listening. That's not fair. Give her attention and listen to her with your face and your face. Look at her eyeball to eyeball. In the course of talking together, give her attention, give her your body. So that in talking to her, she knows that it's someone who is actively listening to her. It's important, and we need to understand it that way. It's important. It's my prayer that Allah in His mercy will bless our marriages and bless our homes. But having said that, we need to understand that there is more to it than just having a wife. There is more to it than just having a husband. We need to cultivate connecting habits. We talked about speaking encouraging words to ourselves. Now we're talking about listening to ourselves actively. We need to listen to ourselves actively in order that we might be able to hear and act based on what we've heard from our partners. The next point is accepting ourselves. Sometimes you might not have the best of women, the best of men, not 100% anywhere, just kind of trade-offs here and there, but there has to be a baseline. There has to be a baseline. And that is that the minimum requirement must be met in order that we might not objectify ourselves. Neither party, neither the husband nor the wife will objectify themselves. Some quirks and flaws, you can accept them without criticism. And you can take your wife or your husband from where he or she is to where you want him or her to be. And I believe it is possible and it is practicable. So we can do it together. Let us accept ourselves and try to get ourselves better than the way we have made ourselves. Now, except in situation whereby whatever is it that you have discovered in your husband or your wife can be debilitating to you mentally or physically or spiritually, then you need to speak out. It's not a matter of accept anything. No, it's not accepting anything and everything if they are not, too much below the threshold. It makes minimum requirement, we can let go of the other ones. But if it's below whatever is it that can make you to develop some kind of behavior that is abnormal, then you need at that point in time to speak out. Talk to a counselor at least, so that they can advise you on how to go about it. And the next connecting habit I want us to cultivate in our relationships We need to trust ourselves. We need to build trust by being reliable, by being trustworthy, by being honest, by being transparent, and by keeping promises. Whatever is it that you might have discussed in the home, let it remain in the family. Let it remain at home. Don't take it outside the home. It is bad. Some men are so incorrigible that their conjugal experiences with their wives, they get amazed their friends and they begin to discuss it. What kind of a human being? Excuse me. What kind of a human being are you? Now you're discussing your conjugal affair with your friends, like in a bantering or hobnobbing, and that's why I do them. Who sent you now, bros? Who sent you? Nobody has sent you to this with this cacophony of whatever. So we need to be able to trust ourselves and keep promises. And we must show that we are reliable. We need to show that we are reliable to our various partners. And the next point, we need to respect our boundaries, and we need to respect our opinions. You need to respect our space. If your husband needs some alone time, respect that. If your wife needs some alone time, respect it. Sometimes your wife might have disagreement with you. Don't say, you're going to hellfire. Now you create hellfire. She has her opinion. She differs from you, so fine. So it's no problem. So you need to now win her over a bit by having a superior argument. And of course, if our arguments are superior or more superior and genuine, don't be held back by your ego that I'm the husband. Not be your husband. Now you be the God of your wife. No, you're a human being. If your wife has superior argument, give it to her. Give her a hug. I'm proud of you, my baby. You're so smart and intelligent. Tell her such sweet things. It's not a crime for your wife to have a disagreement with you. It is not. I recall here vividly, Salama would not agree with Rasulullah on some issues. And of course, Aisha radiallahu anhu will argue with Rasulullah even in the presence of Abu Bakr. So these are issues that can come up. So if your wife has a different opinion than yourself, you don't say that no, that you are my wife, you must obey me. Nah. She mustn't obey you. And she mustn't obey you. She can convince you to take another course of action or to take a look at that issue from another perspective. It is not that I have spoken, nobody says anything. Say you be God. Bros, you are a human being that is capable of making mistakes. So you need to be able to respect your wife's opinions and boundaries. And of course, the last point we're going to mention today as we wrap up this session is you need to have time when you have collaborative engagements on how to negotiate your differences. And you can resolve conflicts. You need to look at, okay, you shift a little bit, I shift a little bit, so that we can have an agreement. For example, you come back home, your wife comes back, she's tired, and you want her to cook for you instantly, and she says she's tired, and you could see it on her that this woman is tired. So tell her, guy, babe, hop into the car, let's go to an eatery. We close our kitchen today, no kitchen today. I take charge of that responsibility. She respects you as a husband. And your wife tells you, oh, guy, I'm tired. Okay, don't worry, babe, I'm going to cook today. You enter the kitchen and cook for her. She respects you. It doesn't take anything out of you. So men are so stainless, their hands are like gold. They touch no fire in the house. They touch nothing in the house. Men, no responsible man does that. If you see it on your wife that she's tired, help her. If you see it on your husband that is tired, help him. So both of us should work together collaboratively in order to look at ourselves and assist ourselves in a way that is helpful to the family as a whole. With this, I believe that we can have good family life. We can have good family life. So wrap up on this segment today, I want to encourage you, my respected listeners, far and near, that we can make good families. And besides, when we make good families, we make good nation. Good families will bring good children. Good children will go into the larger society and do things that are great things there, right? They're going to become responsible citizens. They will be kind-hearted. They will not be wicked. If you see children that are wicked, spineless, then you need to check back at home. What was their upbringing like? What was the interaction, the interface between their fathers and their husband? It starts from here. Quite frankly, it starts from here. And I want you, I myself today, resolve. We're going to have good families. Because when we have good families, then we are building the foundation for a great, great, great nation. This nation is a very beautiful nation. We can make it better when we have good families. On a final note, supposing you want to reach out to us after this program, you want to ask questions, you want to make further discussion or engagement or conversation, you can call the line after the studio 090-722-08098. I repeat, 090-722-08098. I repeat for the umpteenth time, 090-722-08098. I remain yours sincerely, Dr. Gidado Taufik Mekdad. Hope to see you again by 3 o'clock on Monday, inshallah. Stay blessed. God bless you. Thank you.
I need your help.